the basement, went into the vent and started crawling into the ductwork that was in the basement. And so the cat is now in our house ventilation system. And we've got gas lit furnaces. So if the cat goes down the wrong way, that becomes a barbecued cat. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing else. There's nothing else going on. Like, what are you gonna do? Sit at home, beat your dick, or are you gonna watch Sea Forecast?
Shut up and sit down.
But Dean, you said you grew up with cats too, I guess.
So I guess around the time I was born, my dad, my grandma found a cat, and they're like, "Oh, well, somebody needs to take it for whatever reason." And Dad was like, "Yeah, well, we got a kid. Why not a cat too?" So
some people usually go the other way around. They get like a cat or a dog, and then they get the kid. But
yeah, I was like perfect timing. I basically grew up with this cat in the same age. Cat was a he, I think. Yeah, it was a he. His name was Boots. He's just all black gray minus his feet, which were white.
Gotcha.
And that cat was a gangster. It didn't. You just same facial expression. Well, I guess like most cats, but just didn't care about anything except.
Was it an outdoor cat too?
Yep. Yeah, we let it outside. Didn't have as big of a yard as Will's parents, but more space than your apartment. So it had claws. It would kill little birds almost regularly and leave them as little presents for us.
Interesting.
Yeah,
so,
but
maybe it's the house cat, because I've only had two cows. I had two house cats. My grandma's cat was a house cat, and maybe it's the house cat being all pent up all day that causes the issues with my annoyance with cats. Maybe if they're outdoor cats,
I think that actually might be, you might be onto something there. Where like if you have the wrong cat and you make it a house cat, or had the wrong cat to be a house cat, then it just loses its shit.
Yeah, because we had our first cat was all right. So like I said, after I almost lost my eye, when we got a cat several years later, we declawed it, and it was an indoor cat because you can't have a declawed cat be outside, right? And so we did that. That cat was all right, but the annoying thing for me, and I'll never understand this, but for both cats that I owned, since they're declawed, so cats like to use their claws, and when they can't use their claws, maybe they get super resentful, which I would be. Shit, right?
Pretty sure it's like torture, like painful, right? Constant, lifelong torture.
Yeah, but since they didn't have claws, what the cat would do is it would use its mouth like a dog, so it would bite, right? And so I would be walking around the house, or I'd try to like walk up the stairs, and this little cat would just zoom around the house and run after me and like literally nip at my heels and like my legs and stuff. And it would just constantly chase me. And it would like wrap its arms, like, its front arms around like your ankle or whatever, and try to like bite you and then try to scratch you with like his hind legs or whatever. And it was just miserable as a kid because I could never really go anywhere. The cat would constantly try to attack me, or the worst thing too is like the stupid guy would be hanging out in like the wrong place or something, and I have to try to step around him or over him or accidentally step on him.
That sounds like a kitten having play fun time.
Well, so it was play fun when it was a kitten. It was cute and funny, but like when the cat's like a full grown cat and it's 3 or 4 years old, it's no longer funny anymore, right? It just gets annoying. And then
probably just sensed your fear.
Oh, I was definitely afraid of it for sure. And then, so that unfortunately that cat passed away, and on the scale of like 0, so on a scale of like 0 to 100, 100 being like the cat that tried to take my eye out, that cat was like a 70, right? And then we got it was like probably 2 or 3 years, and I always wanted a dog. My parents would never get me a dog, and I refused to get another cat. I was like, I don't want a cat. And then one day my sister and my mom went out, and sure enough, they brought another cat home, and it was a kitten, and it was an orange cat. And we called it which is funny because I named the cat, even though I wanted nothing to do with the cat.
After Mr. Ferrari.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, it's a red cat. Why would you not do that? Right.
Oh, red cat. That's pretty cool.
It was orange. It's not like actually red, but yeah, it was an orange cat. And as a kitten, it's cute and fun. And so, again, declawed the cat, take it how you will. But that cat was a devil. It was orange. It was a devil cat. That cat did not last very long. So I don't know what was wrong with it. I'm convinced maybe it had like a brain tumor of some kind or what. I don't know. But the cat also had some trauma. So as a kitten, it was fine. It was a good cat. And then it was never allowed outside, obviously. And it was also never allowed to go in the basement. And I want to say the cat was maybe like 2 or 3 years old. And my sister, who was a lot younger than I was at the time, um, saw the cat try to run down the stairs to go down into the basement. And she freaked out and didn't want the cat to run downstairs. And so she slammed the door shut to try to stop the cat, but the cat snuck through. 95% of the cat snuck through, except for like the last 3 or 4 inches of its tail that got stuck in the door. And so the cat had to go into surgery. They removed like the last little bit of his tail because of that incident.
You guys literally tortured that cat.
And the reason cats were not allowed in the basement is because my cousin, when this was before I was born, my cousin had a cat and she brought it to my mom and dad's house and let it roam around the house. And I don't know how this happened, but the cat went into the vent and started crawling into the ductwork that was in the basement. And so the cat is now in our house ventilation system. And we've got gas lit furnaces. So if the cat goes down the wrong way, that becomes a barbecued cat very quickly. And so my cousin was freaking out and couldn't find the cat. And then they realized that the cat was in the ductwork in the basement. And my dad had to run around with a broomstick and try to like bang on the thing to get the cat to like run out and back out the ductwork on the first floor because he was afraid it was going to go into the furnace and then we would never see the cat again, right? Either I'm cursed or my family's cursed with cats or cats are cursed. I'm going to say it's the cat's fault.
Well, so my cat, which was an outdoor cat, never declawed. I mean, of course, it would have its like, energy pent up moments and stuff, and it would, scratch things and want to play with you a bit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anywhere close to what you're saying. Like when, nighttime, we're just chilling on the couch watching TV. Whoever's laying down on the couch, it'll just walk itself up and plop down on your chest and just.
Oh no. That would never happen for me. No, see, if I was laying down at night on the couch by the TV and my head was sticking up, the cat would literally crouch like a tiger stalking its prey in the kitchen, and it would run up and like jump up on the couch and like attack my head.
Yeah, dude, because they want to. I mean, I let my cat attack birds, and your cat couldn't do that, so it attacked you.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but I think there's a theme here. And then again, I don't know. So fast forward, like I don't know. 20 years. That cat lasted until I was like 20. Side note, little medical malpractice lesson learned here. The cat was old and had never really been able to take rabies shots well. Like after every one it got throughout its life, it was always sick, like real sick for like a day or two right after. Maybe that was like a unique thing for that cat. But of course, it's like 20 years old. My dad's like, he's getting a little old, and I don't know if he can handle another one. And says that to the vet, and the vet's like, oh no, it'll be fine. It's regular. We got to do them with all the cats, stuff like that. And he's like, okay. And sure enough, kills the cat.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So one of those little tidbits: don't always trust your doctors.
Don't always trust the vet.
Get a second opinion.
Yeah.
But.
I had no idea rabies shots could kill a cat like that.
Well, I think it just that cat in particular didn't react well.
Just had a problem. Yeah.
That's my guess. So after that cat passed, we like later on, Grandma found another cat. Hey, we need another home. Gave it to my dad, and this one was just a retard. It just couldn't interact with like things around it well. It seemed. I think like your other orange cat. This was an orange cat too, and it must have had a tumor in its head to explain the dumb things it did. But,
was it like an adult cat when you got it?
It probably was older, and just wasn't raised appropriately around other cats or didn't have the discipline.
So, like, what would it do that you would consider it to be?
I don't remember exactly. Like it just didn't I feel like it's not like normal ways. How does a cat normally interact with you? Like it doesn't. It kind of just chills, goes and kills things. But like it was completely oblivious to like its surroundings, like cars, like walking around. Like there'd be like birds of prey kind of in the area, and like other cat would kind of just be like, okay, let's walk along the fence line, be aware of things around. Yeah, this cat was just it seemed like it was completely oblivious. We had another cat temporarily, and that other cat was more normal but very like antisocial, so it just didn't want to deal with the other one, and the other one just didn't understand. It would like imagine just like somebody with Asperger's talking to somebody who's a huge introvert and in a bad mood, and that's basically their constant interaction.
Oh God! So it's like when you and I hang out, like out in public, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, cats. There can be chill cats and there can be shitty cats. I just feel like it's a lot more random than like a dog. Like, I feel like with dogs, you have more control over how they end up. With cats, it's kind of mostly hit or miss, but like 50-50.
Yeah, but I will say there was a theme here where all these cats that were declawed and house cats, just terrible. And that I recognized that before in other cats.
I've never connected the dots, honestly, till now, and I would say that that's probably the way it is, right? I mean, for all those that are out there, I would not declaw a cat, and I would definitely make a cat be an outdoor cat for sure.
Yeah, my grandma actually. My grandma always has tons of animals, and she has 2 cats, or at least 1 cat right now, and she never declaws them, but they're also indoor cats. Yeah. And they are actually normal. Like, I mean, they scratch things up and have a lot of energy and stuff, but they don't attack people.
But after being attacked by so many cats, I will not own a cat with claws or a cat in general because I won't declaw a cat. But because I won't own a clawed cat, I'm not going to own a cat because biting was bad enough. I can't imagine that sucker with 5-6 inch claws or whatever going at it. So. I mean, I've got scars from bites and attacks from like the previous cats. I mean, it's nuts.
Hey, these things happen.
This is pretty crazy. So, the moral of the story is cats suck and get a dog.
That's Brad's moral. I think cats are fine.
I agree with Dean.
And also, if you're a woman out there, do not put cats in your profile, please. Or actually, please do, so I can swipe left. Because I don't want cats.
Don't obsess over them like anything. But, we also didn't talk about dogs at all, and dogs are pretty legit.
That'll be for another episode.
I feel like chicks with like holding cats in their pictures are the same as the dudes that have like a fish in every single one of their pictures.
I can't stand the fish thing. Oh my God, that is absolutely miserable.
I've never heard of this fish thing.
Well, I mean, you don't swipe on dudes, so you wouldn't know.
Well, Dean's been known to get a little loosey goosey from time to time.
Yeah, so apparently, like the running theme on the social dating apps now, especially with COVID and everything going on, right? Everybody's on the dating apps is like all the dudes always have pictures of fish. Right. That's like that's like the thing. It's always Fisherman. A picture of them with a fish.
Yeah. I was thinking like a goldfish.
there's Dane on his profile with his goldfish, right?
Just holding his little bowl.
Or like a catfish. I have a catfish.
At first I thought it was like a weird thing where like there would always be like a hidden goldfish like in a picture and you have to find like it's like Where's Waldo or something.
And
there's this running theme where you got to find the picture with the fish in the background.
This is where that previous comment you made about an autistic person talking to so-and-so comes into play. Dean, you are that person.
Yeah, hey, I have my moments.
Oh, man. But yeah, no, that's, yeah, I think if you had a farm or something and you needed outdoor cats to be like, useful or do some useful work, that's one thing. But like cooped up in an apartment or like in the city or something, I'm not a cat person. No, thank you. So.